Guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've pulled my sister's F150 Ford Power Wheels into the garage. We're going to be doing a huge overhaul on this build. Now GoPowersports.com sent us all the parts we're going to be using on this build. So definitely go ahead and check them out. The link is down in the description. We're going to be adding more power to this Tillotson engine. It's pretty much a race engine in a box. We're looking at around 15 to 20 horsepower with these mods. And we're also going to be installing a CVT belt drive system so that the power is on tap. With CVTs, you don't really have to downshift. The power is already there. And that's what I really love about CVTs. It's a pretty nice unit, so I'll have the link in the description for that. Lots of awesome stuff in this video, so let's go ahead and pull it in and get started on this beast. Look what I just found in the engine. Very nice. So yeah, the oil dipper actually broke. I have no idea how that happened. It looks like it got bent. But yeah, this is exactly why you run billet rods. Now even though the dipper broke, everything inside looks clean. The bore is perfectly honed. I don't see any scoring. Wow. So we're gonna go ahead and knock out this governor shaft. 1/4-inch bolt should fit right in there. And a 1/4-inch bolt will also thread in right into this hole. No need for any tapping or drilling. Now let's go ahead and get all that casting sand and dirty oil out of there, clean this block up, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, we got the block spotless. Alright, there's that puny cast rod. Alright, there she goes. So I'm thinking about actually redoing these bars. They're kind of in the way of the torque converter. We got the engine back from getting built. So unfortunately we're gonna have to do a lot of cutting and modifying to get this torque converter to fit. I'm just kind of thinking of the best way to do it. Alrighty guys, so we got everything cut and ground down. We also went ahead and cut new slits in our engine plate. So we're gonna go ahead and insert our axle and then build the secondary axle supports, but this time we're gonna make them go underneath the axle, not above. And then we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this bar right here probably. So let's get to work. Okay, that's roughly how the torque converter is going to sit, and as you can see, everything is super close and tight. But we can get away with running the 62 sprocket for now. I already know the top speed on this is going to be way too fast for my sister,
So I'm gonna go ahead and order some jackshaft sprockets to further gear reduct it. So there you go, guys. I had to do all that to clear this torque converter, but I'm really happy with the results. Now the engine is going to be much easier to pull out. So yeah, everything clears and we'll be able to pull the engine out with ease. So we double wrapped this header pipe just to keep excess heat away from the belt, because heat causes slippage and slippage causes loss of power. So this thing is pretty fast, and I definitely want to gear it down. I think it's just a little bit too fast. So this is just a rough mock-up of the jackshaft system. So having this big of a sprocket was not good for our ground clearance. So with these sprockets, they're very low profile, and we'll be able to have a bunch of ground clearance and also even more gear reduction. The cost is we're going to have a higher part count, more complexity, more moving parts, but it should be worth it. Alright guys, so my sister's gonna go ahead and take over, try it out. So the gas is extra touchy on this, okay? So it's extra touchy. So you press it just this much, you know, this much is okay, but you press it this much, you can go flying into it. Oh wow. So just in case, there's a bush for you to crash it if you don't stop in time.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared.
But just be careful. Dang, she is. you tore up the yard a little bit. But what you think?
It was good, yeah, but it's like more powerful than it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust it to where it's not as sensitive because it is super sensitive right now. She was barely giving it gas and it just, you know, it tore up the yard. Parents aren't gonna be too happy about that. But yeah, we still got a little bit more work to do on this, and then hopefully we'll finish it up and take it to the property, and so she could give it a full rep. So guys, the F150 Power Wheels is much better. It has now more power. It's going to be reliable for both of us to putt on, and occasionally when I hop on. Guys, I'm really happy with the Tillotson electric start engine from Go Power Sports. Now Go Power Sports is actually sending me their upgraded Juggernaut pulley. So it's going to make this thing much better. It's going to wake this thing up. But guys, if you're excited to see this build 100% done, be sure to leave a like down below. I know you guys are really wanting to see the cab and the bed connected. I had to do my own research because I couldn't find anything online. If any of you guys have any tips or advice on what type of plastic it is, I did buy a plastic welder and I tried to fusion weld some of the panels together and it just would not work. I got some filler rod on the way. But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Stay safe out there from that coronavirus, and hopefully things will look up here soon. So I had to see you in the next video. Stay tuned, and God bless.